21 Pilots.
But there's only 2 of them.
What happened to the
other 19?
What happened to the 22nd pilot?
There must have been some kind of breach at the trench. And then they all got blurry-faced in their vessels.
Skilled in icy.
Self-titled album. Welcome to Loud on Set, everybody. I'm your co-host, Jonah.
I'm your co-host, Austin.
And Austin, it's time. It happened.
Woo.
It finally happened.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been actually a minute. If you guys are long-term fans, welcome back. If you guys are not and you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome to Loud on Set. We're so glad you're here. We don't normally do music. We're a media pod. We're branching out. We're breaching out, if you will.
We're breaching out of our trench.
Dude, we gotta stop.
Using our vessel.
But if you guys been with us for a minute, you know about our Lighthouse pod. We look like the thumbnail now.
Put the thumbnail up right now.
I will put the thumbnail up. We just look like at the time, neither of us had facial hair.
Yeah, we were both clean shaven.
And
when you sent me that text today, I was like, I responded back. I was like, the prophecy has come true.
It just happened. It's like really accurate too.
I know. It's like freaky. Like you have a mustache and I have a beard.
That was so specific.
I know.
It was very interesting. Well, yes, yeah, we're talking about Breach today. We talked about Blurry Face when it turned 10 a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Right? Was
not that long ago.
2 months ago?
No, more than that. Maybe like around May.
Around May, and that was received very well. You guys really liked that. I had people. I was in the gym. I'm not even joking. And someone came up to. I know them, but still, they're like, your 21 Pilots podcast was really good.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Should I tell my story about
you? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Local fame.
Viewer.
I was, for the first time in my entire life, I was gonna say confronted, but that makes it sound like I did something bad. I was recognized in public for being a podcast. I'm not even. I was at TJ Maxx, right?
Yeah.
And this like kid comes up, and he's like, "Loud on Set." And I'm like, yeah.
Loud on Set.
Yeah. He was like 6'5". He had the hella muscles and he had like a Scottish accent. And he went, "Loud on Set." And then he chased me out of, no. He was like a little kid.
Oh.
But I was like, yeah, man. Loud on Set.
I totally believe you.
You believe me. You thought this dude was like a foreign bodybuilder for a minute.
Dude, I honestly whoa.
Whoa.
Our demographic surprises me.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like,
what
ethnicity are you? Comment below.
Dude, I'm not beating the allegations of being a performative male.
I mean, just look at you, bro.
I'm at college now, guys. I'm out. I'm not at community college, which there's nothing wrong with that. I enjoyed it while I had my time, but I'm away now. And I'm not beating the performative male allegations. Not only am I insanely pale, I now have a mustache. I just dress the way I dress, and I have a podcast.
You're never beating the Timothy Chalamet lookalike allegations.
Or the Benson Boone one. I get that one a lot, too. Is this your first time acknowledging this?
It's my first time remembering this after I tucked it away.
Yeah, it's in the back of your mind. On the back burner, if you will.
Ben Spooner.
All right, 21 Pilots. Where do we even start? The lead up for this album.
Insane.
What was it? The 10-year build-up?
10-year build-up?
Well, no, because
12?
When did Vessel come out?
Like 2013.
Because okay, let me just clarify. If you're a diehard 21 Pilots fan, and that's why you clicked on this video, we don't really know the lore.
I don't know the lore at all.
I used to follow it, and then I kind of stopped.
too.
I stopped after Trench, because I got a life. No, I'm kidding.
That was awesome.
But no, so I don't really know any of the lore, but I know there's samples on this album that are from Vessel. So
that's
12 years in the making.
There's a very obvious Heavy Dirty Soul sample at the end of City Walls.
Yeah.
Do you just want to dive right in? Or what?
Yeah,
do you have any?
Do we want to go from like the top down, or just things that pointed out,
well,
like stuck out to us?
I want to give my like general thesis, and then we can go track by track.
Okay, go for it, and then I'll give mine.
This is the kind of the point that I've arrived at while listening to this album.
Yes,
it is a good 21 Pilots album. It is a very disappointing conclusion to the Trench Saga, or whatever you want to call it. That's like my take. It's like for what 21 Pilots is doing, it's pretty good for being like the conclusion to like what really was started with Trench.
Yeah.
Because Blurry Face, I feel like they kind of added that retrospectively.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like it doesn't compare, but we'll get more into that as we talk about each track individually.
I'm going to say I have to agree with you on just like maybe the little disappointing part. I really loved this album, and especially the two singles that came out before it. Huge fan. There's a lot of like new experimental things that I think they did on this album that we haven't seen from them before.
Yep.
And we'll get into that in a bit. But
do you want to do it? You want to go top down?
We can, but real quick, I'm just gonna finish.
Yes, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt?
No, you're good. And it's just I do agree that it is a good 21 Pilots album. I think I have a ranking of their albums in my mind.
I was thinking about this on the drive over. I think I do too, and we can wrap with that.
Yeah. But I will say, if we are comparing it to like Trench and like that saga, I do think as an album as a whole, it may be a little disappointing. But there is songs on this album that I think really work for it being the end of the saga. You know, there's like songs where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense being here, right?
Yeah, I get that.
And then there's some where it's like, okay.
Yeah. There were some songs where I was like, really? This belongs on the conclusion to
it almost seemed like okay, I mean this in the best way possible. I really love 21 Pilots. I've been listening to this album a lot recently. Let me just say, I feel like this album is like they did half, like imagine they made half of the close to this saga in the form of an album, and then they're like, we had some tracks that we cut from Clancy, so let's throw those in there.
That is a really good way to look at it. This feels very similar to Clancy, and I'm not like huge into the 21 Pilots like lore or fandom, so I'm sure someone can correct me, but I've heard there's a lot of speculation of like when this was recorded, because it'd be nuts to like write and record Clancy and then go on the road and then pop this out like 6 months later. So people were like, was this recorded at the same time as Clancy? Do some of these date back to like Scaled and Icy or before? And I just think it's like not in like a rude way, but like if these songs do come from like older albums, there's probably a reason they didn't make those albums. You know what I mean?
And like, who's not to say that they didn't improve them before putting them on this album? But yeah, I mean, do we want to just jump in from top to bottom?
Let's do it.
All right.
City Walls, track number 1.
Yeah. How about I start first? Because I think you have more thoughts about this than I do.
Okay. Yeah.
City Walls. I remember hearing the little preview of it on their Instagram. Okay. It's not my favorite. I think as an opening track, it's a strong opening track for sure.
I'll agree with you there.
It sets the tone for the album, and I think the way it introduces the sounds that we hear in this album, I think it does that very well. It has little samples from other songs, which I think is cool. And I think it starts super intense, and then the album kind of slows down a little bit, and then it kind of slows down towards the end. So I think it's a strong opening. It's not my personal favorite on the album. I know you say you haven't seen it, but the music video for this was phenomenal. It was like it was like a movie quality, and there's like a lot of good story to it. They do flashbacks, and he basically gets kicked into old music videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
But like not in a cheesy way, in a way that like makes sense.
That's cool.
It really honored the story. I feel
that's really cool.
So like, what's your opinion on City Walls?
Ready?
Go for it.
This is hands down the best song on the album.
That's crazy.
It's not crazy.
Not crazy for me.
Let me make my case.
Okay.
This is the most akin to Trench and Clancy in sound.
Okay.
For the album's premise being like this is the final showdown between Clancy and the Bishops or what's going on with the lore. Like this could not be a better opener.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna read off some of these lyrics. Like I've never had a song with just lyrics give me like chills. Let me find the. Oh yeah.
Gosh,
goose flesh, bro. There's a really good one in here.
I will say.
Oh wait, I got it.
Go ahead.
It was the same plan for a while. Decided to send me up and rip you out of your seat. You see, in a city with no entrance, there is not a retreat. Like,
yeah.
Buckle down. This is possibly the furthest we've reached. Now move it up. It's a breach. Like this is like a song about like warfare. Like this is dope.
It's interesting because I think this is such a strong opening song, but like if the album was rearranged in a different way, I think it could also be a good close to the album and like the saga.
I think this would have been an amazing closer on Clancy. Because like Clancy ends with like a face like a face off, and we don't see how that ends. And then this album begins with like a literal breach. Yeah. They are breaching the city walls.
So I will say, I know because the way I do know this, I don't know an insane amount about the lore, but I do know, to my knowledge, City Walls and The Contract are the only two songs on this album that actually connect to the lore.
Oh, no kidding.
So everything else is just Josh and Tyler, which I think makes sense.
I think it does
because
too.
I remember when I talked to you about City Walls. I think the thing I said is I feel like it took itself a little too seriously, and I don't mean that in like a bad way. It's just like the lyrics in my mind are kind of hard to relate to. Because it's almost like you've built these characters up so high that now it's like the songs are about the characters themselves and not about emotions that I personally can connect to.
Totally. I get that. I think that, I don't know. I really mess with this song. I think it's the perfect blend because 21 Pilots are huge on opening tracks.
Yeah.
Every single opening track is just a heavy hitter in one way or another. And I think City Walls is like the perfect baby of Jumpsuit and Overcompensate.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. Not to spoil my thoughts on the rest of the album, but to me, this is the only song that ever hits as hard as anything on Trench does. Like this just feels like if you had imagine that the outro of Jumpsuit doesn't go into Levitate, it goes straight into City Walls. Like that would work. Like
it probably it would.
I mean,
I'm waiting for the mashup. Someone make a mashup.
It wouldn't work as is, but like imagine that like synthesizer outro on Jumpsuit somehow faded into this. Like it would be cohesive. It would be sick.
Do you want to go to the next?
Let's go to RAWFEAR. I really like it.
It kind of reminds me of it gives me I didn't love it when it came out, but it gives me the same vibe as Level of Concern a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. Level of Concern is
it kind of has that like almost like happy-go-lucky kind of like, I don't want to say back to school vibe, but that's like, it's almost like the days are better than you realize,
right.
kind of thing. And I know, fun fact, the screaming in the beginning is I think it's Tyler's kids.
That tracks.
Yeah.
I think that there are like three types of songs that need to be on a 21 Pilots album, which are the opener, the heavy hitter, and then like happy-go-lucky. Like Trench has like, I mean, Legend is sad, but I would argue it kind of has that like groovy, or you could say the hype, or even Smithereens.
Yeah.
Or
I think the hype probably.
And
then there's
Next Semester, lavish too, kind of like a bumpy kind of beat, like you know. I like RAWFEAR. I don't think it's like too sophisticated or anything, but it doesn't have to be. It's just kind of a banger.
It is.
That's all. It's like an 8 out of 10. It's good.
I think it transitions well out of like from City Walls.
I think it does too.
Because City Walls is like I said, it's very very upbeat. It's like it's quick, but it's also like it's like a battle almost.
It is,
which is interesting because RAWFEAR, like you have those screams at the beginning that kind of bring you in, but then like the song's not necessarily like that. You know?
Yeah, totally.
So, but it keeps that kind of like up pace going.
One thing I forgot to mention about City Walls that I love is that it's literally like an officer giving like orders. Like it's just like it's so cool to me. But
wait till you see the music video.
Wait until I see it. Yeah. Moving on to the next track.
Yes.
Drum Show.
I have some thoughts about Drum Show.
This is where we're gonna disagree the most. I think.
Oh, I agree.
Should I start or do you want to start?
How about I start so you can tear me down?
Okay, I guess. Or you can build me up. I mean.
Okay.
Go for it.
Drum Show, when this album first came out and I listened to it for the first time and the second time, this was my favorite song on the album. Where I stand, I'll tell you later, but this is not my favorite song on the album anymore. It is. I'd say definitely it's probably my second favorite. Don't try to guess. We'll get to it later. But okay. I'd say it's probably my second favorite song on the album. There's just, I don't know, there's just something about it, something that's like, I think it's because of, as of like more recently, I've been listening to like kind of that like indie, like grunge rock, whatever you want to call it, and it kind of has that feel to it. It seems a lot more homemade than
it's got a very DIY feel.
Yeah, like there's not an insane amount going on in it, and that's why I kind of like it.
Yeah. What's so cool about the Trench album is that it was recorded in a basement, and you would literally never know.
I know,
like,
right?
You could tell me that was recorded in like a studio that's worth like $100 million, and I'd be like, yeah.
Well,
but this song sounds like it was recorded in a basement.
Yeah,
and I will give credit where credit is due. I think that's cool.
Real quick before you tear my heart to shreds.
I'm not gonna tear your heart to shreds.
I will say a lot of people I know like this song because of they call it the Jokels.
The Josh vocals.
I'm not crazy about them. I think they're okay. That's actually probably my like one. Don't hate on me. It's low-key probably one of my least favorite parts of the song.
Yeah.
But
sure.
there's just like there's always that build up with the 21 Pilots song where like they go back into the chorus towards the end, and it's like the screaming. And there's something about it in this that just like itches my brain in just the right way, and I don't know. It's just like stuck in my head. I learned most of it on bass.
Oh, cool.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it really stood out to me. Like it's not like the other songs on this album. I think you have to admit, even if you don't like it, it's different from the other songs.
No, it absolutely
Which I think you see a lot on this album.
The credit I'm going to give this song is that it sounds so much different than everything else on this album.
All right.
Now is the time for me to not give credit to this song.
Okay.
This is like my least... No, that's not true. This is not my least favorite on the album. And I think you know which one it is just based on the look I gave you at my table today when we were listening to this album.
Yeah.
We'll get to that song semi-shortly. This is like this to me. Like I'm just stating an opinion. I'm not trying to state fact to me or fact to anybody. But like this is to me is just not good.
Dang.
Like I can't do. First of all, I think 21 Pilots has a problem sometimes where they write really hard riffs and then they don't like make the song heavy enough to like support it.
Is that how you feel about Message Man?
I just don't like Message. You keep.
I love Message Man.
Dude, I know you love Message Man. We've been talking about this song for like a year now. Is that why you don't like Message Man?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'd like okay, and there is a specific gripe I have with this song that I can't even fault Tyler Joseph or Josh Dunn or 21 Pilots for. I hate heavy instrumentals and like very high falsetto vocals like meshing together.
See, I think that's probably why you hate it and I like it. Then.
Yeah, probably. Also, this is the part where Josh, and this is like a very niche reference. I'd be surprised if like anybody watching gets this. But the part where Josh Dunn sings and then it goes into the scream. There was a song that came out last year. Do you know the guy? He's like an autistic savant, and he's really good at music. I forget Jacob Collier.
Oh, yeah.
He had an album last year, and the opening track goes from, like, opera to, like, this kind of, like, quiet piano, and then he lets out, like, this death metal, like, like, crazy, like, scream. And, like, it's so goofy, and it's all I can think of when I hear this song.
I think that, like, when he yells change, right, coming right out of the...
Yeah, it's goofy to me.
I don't know. I think I like when he does, like... When he's like doing like it's hard to explain when he does like the raspy singing and then it like goes into like a half scream, like a head voice half scream.
Yeah.
Not quite that full.
Head voice, good term.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. I went to school for that stuff, bro.
And I think I like that. I think the full on scream may have been a little too much for me. One thing that's cool, I don't know if you noticed this, when he screams, that like little scream like tone plays throughout the rest of the song.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
That's cool. Yeah,
that's like literally all I can fault Drum Show for is not being what I'm looking for in a 21 Pilots song.
Fair.
And
that's fair.
I know that other people like gobble that stuff up. I'm not here to take them down. I'm just if I'm stating my opinion about this album, I'm here to say that I don't really go for that kind of sound personally.
I think one reason I like learning a lot of 21 Pilots songs on my bass is because I mean, you gotta think drummer and bassist, right? That's the band. I mean, occasionally
It's very rhythm section.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like they tend to have more simple bass lines, but they just tend to be catchier.
Yeah, that's
like,
a good way of putting it.
In this, the bass line in this, or like the riff, or whatever you want to call it,
right,
was really stuck in my head for a long time.
It's a cool riff. I don't know. I just wish it hit harder. Like, I don't.
Do you expect more drum?
No, I don't expect more drum. Like, and I don't know if this is a nostalgia thing, but this is something I really struggled with while listening to Breach. Is like, is it just my nostalgia blinding me, or do none of these songs hit as hard as Trench?
I think there's songs on this album that hit
no,
as hard
I
as
mean
Trench.
like collectively. Like Trench as a package is like a punch to the gut.
I think
like it's crazy.
It peak.
That's peak, you think?
Trench,
yeah.
Trench peak.
Okay. All right. Next track, just so we get off the Drum Show top. Do you have anything else to say about it?
No, that's about it.
That's all I have to say. Is it's just not my thing. Next track is Garbage. I really honestly don't have any thoughts about this other than I think it will grow on me over time.
Okay, interesting you say that. When I listened to this album in full for the first time, this was my least favorite song. I was like, this title is apt. I was like, this kind of sucks.
This is kind of garbage.
No, but I listened to it and I'm like, it's like I feel like garbage, and I'm like, okay.
It's kind of a catch. That's kind of another one of those bops.
I'm like, that's a little cringy.
It's a little cringe, but
and then
I don't know. It's cool.
and then like there's just this other part of the song. It's just slowly over the past couple of days gets stuck in my head. I was singing it earlier. It's like I'm not gonna try to sing it right now, but like, hold on,
because you would sing it so well that we would get a copyright strike.
Exactly. I just can't.
His pipes are actually like, he's legally not allowed to sing because he just replicates any song perfectly.
No, but I think it did grow on me, and now it's like, it's kind of up there for me now. I don't know.
I like, it's one of those weird thongs. Weird song. Bleep that. I'm an idiot. One of those weird songs where like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I listen to it and I almost have head empty. Like I have no thoughts. I'm like, this is a song.
Let me see this. Keep talking so we don't.
This was recorded by 21 Pilots. This song came out in September 2025. It is the 4th track off their album. Like I have no thoughts. I'm like, this is just the song.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
So, okay. Yes, chef. I don't know. I don't think it stands out enough.
It's like where it goes like yeah ba da 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 da, and it's something arm's reach like that. Look at the lyrics. It says something about something within. Arm's reach.
I'll lash out if you're in arm's reach.
Yeah, like that part of the song is so catchy, and now it's like stuck in my head a little bit.
Yeah, I gotcha.
But yeah, no, I don't know. That doesn't really sound like anything. Like, I don't think it's anything monumental that they've made. But I don't like in my mind. I don't think I can relate it to any specific album that it sounds similar to.
That is a great,
but it doesn't like it's not like whoa, this is insane.
What you just said is like actually a really good like broad interpretation of the album. Like it's nothing crazy, but like it's original for them. Like I can't relate it to anything else. That's really cool. I'm glad that you said that.
Yeah.
The Contract. I have a super up and down relationship to this. I first heard it and I was like, this is not it. I can't believe that they're going to fumble this next album. And then I listened to it some more and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then I went back to not liking it. And where I'm at right now, I think it's in definitely like the top quarter of songs on this album. But like, Actually, it's really funny. We were talking when this song first came out about how this song is probably most definitely influenced by Brat, like the auto tune.
Yeah.
And if anyone knows the song Apple by Charlie XCX, there is literally a part in the contract where I could hear, like, I expect the song Apple to kick in because it sounds so similar.
That's crazy.
I know.
Because I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, dude, you need to see this. And I was like, dude, you gotta watch the music video. And I'm like, I know Jonah will like this because I know Jonah liked Brat. And
I love Brat.
And then I played it for you, and you're like, and I was like, you didn't like it at first.
Well, I heard it before you showed me the video, so I was mixed on it.
And I loved it when it came out, and honestly, I think as the rest of the album came out, I think I kind of like. I don't know. I don't dislike it. It's just I don't like it nearly as much as I did when it first came out. Maybe it's just because it's been out the longest and I've had the most time for it to marinate.
Yeah, totally.
But like now, I just feel like it's a little. It's just taking itself. It's too much.
I think it's actually a really smart move to put it right in the middle of the album because it feels like a centerpiece. I will say, when I first heard the song, the part I messed with the most was the auto tune.
Yeah,
and that has switched for me. That's the one part of the song I wish wasn't in it now.
Yeah, I think this is the one song on here really that like I think the instrumentals really hit their like fullest.
Totally.
Where it just everything feels so full.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain this, but I'm not explaining it very well. But whenever I say like I wish there was more oomph, I wish these songs were like tougher, I mean, like, I wish they sounded like the contract. This song sounds so full and like lush,
and it definitely needed to.
It definitely needed
to. Came out.
Yeah, I doubt this is true, but it almost sounds like this song had more time to cook, like in the pot, than these other songs did. Some of these other songs are like very bare bones. Like it literally just sounds like a drum kit and a bass guitar and vocals. This sounds like they threw the whole kitchen sink at it.
For sure.
Kitchen sink. That's a 21 Pilots reference.
That's a niche to talk about. Was that Vessel?
That was pre-Vessel.
Is it
that's
pre-Vessel?
like unreleased track territory.
Dang.
Anyway,
that's
what I think about the contract.
I say conclusion for the contract for me, anyways. I really liked it when it came out. Kind of started to dislike it. Thought it was maybe a little corny. And then I'm kind of at this middle place now.
Again, I think this song stands out really lyrically. I love.
For sure. I agree with that. The lyrics in this song are good.
If nothing else, 21 Pilots are creating a very lyrical atmosphere. These lyrics are like sinister. I check the clock wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside and I'm just trying to stay quiet.
Yeah.
That's like
also,
creepy.
I think genuinely, in my opinion, one of the coolest music videos I've seen.
It's very cool.
It's just so, whoever they got to do it had a vision.
Props
and
to that guy.
With it.
Yeah, totally.
They ran with it.
I have nothing else to say about the contract.
Neither do
I like it at this point in time, but I've had such an up and down relationship with it. You could ask me 2 days from now, and I might feel.
I'm noticing that like this track and also Drum Show, I feel like are the longest segments in this, and then also just like because I think we have the most time to think about.
Exactly, they were the two singles. We've had the most time to think about them. Oh boy, well you're not ready for me talking about this next track. I have a lot.
Which one?
Downstairs. Should I go first? Because this is my least favorite song on this album. This is not only my least favorite song on this album. This is my least favorite song on like the last 4 albums. And I have a comparison to make that might get me in hot water with the 21 Pilots.
Oh,
Are you ready?
Go for it.
This song is literally the quality of like an AJR song. Like this is bad. This is really, really bad.
No! That's so
I can't do it, dude. Like why did we kind of hit that? But like what, bro, you could put this on AJR's The Click and I'd be like, yeah, that tracks.
I'm gonna have to agree that I think this is my least favorite song on the album as well. And we have the record here. We were spinning it at Jonah's house and we were eating dinner. And this song came on, and we both just exchanged a look.
We didn't.
We specifically didn't say anything about this album together.
Yeah.
Like until we were here.
Yeah, but I know we just gave each other a look like, like
we knew that it's like, it's not it. I don't even like,
and
it's just not it. I don't know. I don't have an explanation for why it's so buns. It's just it just is.
Yeah, and the thing about like any kind of art criticism is people always clap back and they're like, "Well, you couldn't do better."
Probably not.
And this time I'm like, you know what? Maybe. Like, it's probable. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
This is good.
And literally, you might have to cut this out for copyright.
Okay.
But I just want to listen to it real quick.
Or just part of it.
Yeah. I'll skip to it.
Okay, I will say. Oh no, stop playing it.
Oh, and the key change too. The key change too. Not good. Not good.
I will say that the goofy part where it's like you like that part. I will say does kind of align. I feel like everything in this album, for the most part, you know, like those like little game where the little ball drops and then it falls into like
Yeah.
and then it falls into one of the things.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to. Each song falls into like a different album category.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like this falls a little bit into their self-titled, where they got really experimental,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes some of them kind of, but some of them are like, whoa, this is cool. And I think this is just kind of and I'm just not a fan. It's just there's something so just off about it that I just it's just something with my brain.
And am I exaggerating when I make the AJR point? Probably, but I get. It would actually be like poetic irony if this became my favorite song on the album one day. I'd have to eat my own words and admit that.
The AJR people will be like, but they put on a good show. They put on a good.
They're so interactive with the crowd. You know who else was interactive? I can't make that joke. Never mind.
Crazy.
You're crazy. Sorry, AJR. You're better than that. But my point being, like, I'm probably exaggerating just a little bit, but like, I don't like this. Like, I expect greater. Like,
I agree.
My bar is higher. Like like we don't. If this were on self-titled, fine. But like, we don't have time for this. I think this is the longest song on the album. Like, hang on.
How long is it?
This song is 5 minutes and 26 seconds.
How long is City Walls?
City Walls is like marginally longer than that. No, City Walls is shorter than that. It's 5 minutes and 21 seconds.
Crazy.
You're telling me that downstairs you're telling me that's like 6 minutes of my time?
You guys probably can't hear that, but when he hit that note,
the snare drum
in the back reverberated.
We're just in like the music room. We got like all the guitars on the wall and the snare drum.
Yeah.
Room
tour coming soon.
Room tour coming soon.
Tour.
This is the part of the album where like my memory gets hazy.
Okay.
Robot voices. Again, I don't really have thoughts.
It's another one of those things for me.
Keep talking.
Where it's one of those songs in the album that I mentioned earlier where it kind of fits the whole album, but specifically this song is one of those that's like, I think it's something I haven't heard from them before.
Yep.
And it's cool, but don't necessarily think it's like, whoa, this is a game changer. I do know something about this song.
Okay.
That I believe like the chorus to this song like is a chorus to an already existing song that they didn't make, that they got permission to kind of rearrange the melody a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
And then it's plopped into the middle of their song, so it's like recomposing.
That's called interpolation.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Interpolation is when you just snag a piece of music and put it in yours and you credit the original writer. That's why Jeff, I don't know if you know the song 21 Guns by Green Day, but the lead vocalist of Electric Light Orchestra has a writing credit on that song.
Did not know that.
Because they used the chorus melody from one of their songs for their chorus. Yeah.
But I feel like that's something that you just don't really see in 21 Pilots songs very often. Here, wait, actually, can you pass that to me? I don't know if it's this song. There's one song. I know a couple facts about this album.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's this song.
Again, like this is again, again, like 3 times in a row. At the end of the day, this is kind of my problem with Breach is like, I have spent like 3 days listening to this album. More than that. It came out a week ago. I spent like a week with this album and only like half of these songs have stuck with me. And I know a week isn't a crazy long time to like get familiar with a record, but I just feel like had it been Trench, and I hate to keep making these comparisons, but Trench, literally every song is distinct. No 2 songs sound the same. And to my ear, these songs are all kind of bleeding together in a way. And I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this is. Yeah, I agree. This is kind of the part of the album where things just kind of start
from robot voices blurry. To like Cottonwood. That stretch, like, what's okay? That's not.
I do have some stuff to say about this next one.
Center Mass. I like Center Mass.
I really like Center Mass as well.
That's what they aim for. It's so good. It's so good.
There's something about Center Mass that just like I'm like, yeah, 21 Pilots.
Yeah, actually,
where it's just like it has such a distinct 21 Pilots sound to it.
I had like a arc, like a roller coaster with this album, and this Center Mass comes right after Downstairs and Robot Voices, and that's like the valley of the album,
the trench, if you will.
We're gonna need some kind of vessel to get out of this trench, otherwise our blurry face may self-title all over our breach.
And then our heathens.
Scaled and icy. Level of concern. But
and then our heathens will MTV Live.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Anyway. And so anyway, Downstairs happened, yuck. And then Robot Voices happened, which is just like, eh. And I was like, I need something to pull me out of this trench. And Center Mass happened, and I was like, oh, this is,
This makes sense.
This makes sense. This is really good. I like Center Mass.
I have two interesting things about Center Mass.
Go for it.
If you go to the lyrics,
okay,
you might already know this. If you look at the lyrics, it says "My Death."
The lyrics aren't open.
Which you know this song where it's like I will bear my bed.
What song is that?
I wanna know. It's like I think it's on Vessel. It's hold on, what is it?
I'm not that familiar with Vessel, not as much as I should be. I used to listen to that album.
Trees, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. So let me see Vessel here real quick.
But anyways, that where it says "My Death" in there is actually a sample because there was like there was a dude at one of their concerts. Someone recorded that part of the song. And there's a dude in the concert. You know, there's always that one guy that's singing way too loud and. It's that guy, and he goes, "My death."
Oh, that's
awesome! It was really goofy, and everyone made fun of him. And then they put it in the song. And then if you look at the lyrics, it says, I think it's like, "Girl, you shouldn't be doing that," or something.
Yeah,
like that.
girl, I really don't think you should take that.
And that is also a sample from a clip of when there was a girl that just stole one of the drums. She just stole.
Oh yeah,
a drum.
I remember that. We were talking about that on the blurry face.
She stole a drum.
That's crazy.
And so those are two samples they just kind of threw in there, which I thought were kind of fun.
Again,
it's just like they don't need to do that, but it's just fun.
How lacking can your security be that someone walks away with a big ass drum, dude? That's what I'm saying.
Girl, I don't really think you shouldn't be taking that.
Like it can't be any smaller than that.
No, it was because it was.
Should I pull this out?
No, you do not.
It's huge.
Doing all that. It's. Yeah, geez.
But we have a bass drum in the corner of the room. That is not a small bass drum.
No. Like is that a marching band bass drum?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. An old one too. It's kind of vintage. But how do you just wander off with a drum
and not get caught?
They
did get returned.
Yeah, I saw it because they couldn't replace it. It's
and then they ended up chaining it to the stage. The next shows.
Yeah.
All right.
That's goofy.
Let's continue.
Cottonwood is another song that like I understand its place. It's very down, but like it's not for me. But that's not calling it. I think it's a good song. It's just not a song that I return to.
I think I'm very much in a similar spot where when this played, I was like, oh, this is good. But it's not one that like if I'm like, okay, I want to play a song from this album, it's not the one I'm clicking on.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate because I know this is a lot of people's favorite track. I've heard people talk about it.
I mean, I'm not saying no way, like, oh my God, you're an idiot. I just mean like that's cool. Like, I'm glad. Like,
yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I just don't think it's the strongest track. And I get it's like people are like, oh my gosh, it's so sad. But it's like I don't need that. If I want that, I can go to a different 21 Pilots.
I'll go to Neon Gravestones, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, putting Neon Gravestones next to the hype, it's a power play.
They knew exactly what they were doing.
Because you can't just leave a crowd like that sad. Like,
oh, hello.
Was that full?
No. We're good. No drippage. All right, continue.
No leakage. I have nothing else to say about Cottonwood. It's good.
Neither do I.
It's just not my thing.
We're just kind of breezing through these, but that's okay because I think the important ones are the ones that stick out. We talk about. You know.
I feel like you can't talk about One Way without talking about Days Lie Dormant. because I kind of see them as one song, to be honest.
Me too. And I want to see if you agree with this. I think this next stretch on the album, One Way, Days Lie Dormant, and Tally, are the most 21 Pilots sounding songs on this entire album.
I
partially agree.
Well, the thing is, I do not at all remember what Tally sounds like, so I can't.
No, that's fair. I just think that these 3 songs, there's something, they have such a 21 Pilots quality to them.
Yep. Tally sounds like something off of Blurry Face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, these 3 songs really sound like they could all just be anywhere in Blurry Face.
Yeah,
and
totally.
These are nostalgic.
Yeah,
which makes going into Intentions even more powerful, and we'll get there in a second. There's just something about this stretch that, like, this is so, like, they do kind of all blur together, but almost in a good way, where it's like I gotta keep coming back to them because I'm like, oh wait, they are good on their own, but together they're stronger.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But One Way into Days Lie Dormant is literally a transition.
No, I literally rolled my eyes when the voicemail came up in the song, because, like, how many times have we heard voicemails come up in pop songs? Like TSPMO. I was mad.
If you don't know what we're talking about, go listen to One Day into Days Lie Dormant.
One Way.
One Day?
One Way.
One Way. One Way.
Oops. Specifically, listen to, like, the last 10 seconds of One Way into Days Lie Dormant, and you'll hear what we're talking about. But I rolled my eyes. I was like, this could not get any more cliche. And then that sick transition happens, and I was like, you have me sold. Like, that was dope.
It was done very well. And it's interesting because I've seen them. You've seen them do transitions like that before.
Yeah.
And when you, like, really just, like, take a second to just, like, actually listen to what's happening in the transition, they're never that complex.
Nope.
It's either a synth that leads in, or
like Jumpsuit into Levitate is very, like, it's chill, and, like, it's
subtle, but, like, there's something about it that just works.
Yeah, totally.
So well.
And the thing about I don't want to harp on that transition. That's a totally different album. But the thing that's cool about that transition is, like, that synthesizer, the fade out, and then the build into Levitate, that portion I think of it as, like, its own song, because it doesn't sound like anything on Jumpsuit. It doesn't sound like anything on Levitate. So I think of that as its own, like, bit. And almost the same way with this track, where it's like, this is One Way, and then there's the voicemail, and then there's Days Lie Dormant. And I think that's cool. Tally is aggressively Blurry Face, and
sure.
I'm here for it.
It for sure. It's like if you condensed most of Blurry Face into a singular song.
Oh yeah, it's like if, like, this song is what Blurry Face is about. It's Tally,
and
it's got
that was 100% intentional.
Absolutely.
There is synths. There is like what was the word? Not a drum riff. What's the
like a beat?
Drum. There's drum beats. There's just so many things in this song that are like, oh, that sounds like it was on Blurry Face.
I really love that if Clancy was them going back to Trench, Breach is them going back to Blurry Face. And I mean, like,
and you can even see that in the album art too.
I know, like, this is the first time they've used this kind of color scheme since then.
Real quick, I'm gonna pull this out.
Go for it. You got it?
Maybe.
Austin brought his record. I brought my CDs. Like, we're legit fans. In case there was any question about that. I like Treach. I like Breach enough to buy a CD of it. I should.
So everyone knows, like, the Blurry Face, like, album, and if you haven't had the pleasure of owning any copy of this, you probably haven't seen this before. It's like the face. I don't know how well it's going to show on camera. It actually might look better from far away,
maybe,
than it would up close.
Because you can probably far away. You can tell it's a face. Like, this is just like the front cover is just like the scheme of it. Like, the individual pieces.
And then this is the, like, kind of reveal.
That is Blurry Face.
Which I think this is why Breach is, like, an ode, I feel like, to Blurry Face. Because literally look at it. It's a skull, dude.
I know. If that's the face, this is, like, the remnants of the face. This is the skull. And Austin, you pointed it out to me, and I kind of can't unsee it, that there might be, like, eyes overlaid on them.
It's so subtle. So subtle. And if you, honestly, dude, because there's so many songs on this album that either pay homage to or sound like Vessel tracks, literally, is this not just these two combined?
No, literally.
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
That's like, come on.
Also, I think, like, I don't know how to explain it other than, like, vibe, But I love that the Clancy artwork is just an homage to Trench in the way that it's like it's big colors.
Yes.
I don't know if you're gonna understand what I'm saying, but like almost the way the front cover of Clancy is layered is like.
No, I know what you're talking
like
about.
it feels like layers, and so
like
does
of like feathers almost.
Like
how the feathers on. Dude, we're nerds.
We are nerds. Like okay, so like. You can obviously tell that they're like overlaid over this flame. And if you look at the bird, it almost feels the same way. Like the face feels layered onto the body, which feels overlaid onto the wing. Like
it's so interesting.
It almost looks cut out to me, if that makes sense.
No, I get what you're saying.
And Clancy also definitely does. But like, that's cool. Like Breach like resonates or it calls back to Blurry Face and Clancy calls back to Trench. It's so cool that they're like,
the way I don't know,
they handle their legacy so well.
It seemed so thought out.
Yeah.
And do we want to? What's the what do we have next? Is this the last one, or did we?
Yeah, I was gonna say Paladin Straight, but I have the wrong album pulled up.
Dude,
that song rips. Intentions.
Let me tell you.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this.
Okay.
This is my favorite song on the album. It's a closing song.
We're gonna disagree. We're gonna disagree.
This is my favorite song on the album. When I listened to it, it was like one of those moments where. Do you ever say like a meme or something and you just like sound old and you're like, gosh, dude, I'm like a millennial now.
Yeah, I'm like Unk.
Cause you know the video, like that dude putting his earbuds in, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? Where he's like,
I don't even eat cottage cheese.
Okay. Anyways, when I first listened to this song, I was like, the first word I'd say as I was like, first I was confused and then I was like intrigued. There's a characteristic of this song that there's just something that's just like the vocals in this, which is interesting because like it's almost as experimental as the vocals on Downstairs, which is a song I hate.
Mm-hmm.
But Intentions just does it better.
Yeah, I agree.
And I already told you, I'm just gonna share this information now.
Yep.
Before you share how you feel about this song.
Okay.
One reason that made me appreciate this song even more is Truce. The last song on Vessel.
Yep.
Is this song? It is Intentions reversed.
That's cool.
The piano is like you hear the ring out first. And then the harsh like attack or whatever you want to call it. And then also like the gosh, I'm losing my words here. The reversed melodies, they just wrote new lyrics for.
That's
and they
cool.
sung the melodies in reverse. It just seems so thought out. And about 10 years ago, Truce on YouTube, it has like 10,000 views or something. Someone posted Truce reversed.
Oh, cool.
And it's just like, and everyone in the comments like is like from 10 years ago, it's like, this sounds so pretty. This sounds so cool. And then they just did it.
They just did it.
And
that's sick,
there's
man.
something that's just so like melancholic about this song to me. And it's probably because like it hits my brain in a way where it's like, this is an album I enjoyed so much back in the day.
Yeah.
That like my brain knows that it's reversed and it can hear that.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, this is familiar, but it's new.
Right.
All right, destroy it.
I'm not going to destroy it. I appreciate what it's going for artistically. I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's a good closer. I think this could have been like good second to last. This is not strong enough to end.
Do you think it has to be more like what do you want out of an ending song on this album?
First of all, I want more length. Okay, shut up.
I do. Okay, I will agree with that. I feel like the song's really, it's like what, 2 minutes?
This is like diabolically short. It's 2 minutes and like 15 seconds.
Well, I'm sure honestly, like, I think part of that is because that's like the same length of Truce.
No, I get that.
But I do think it could have been a little bit longer.
Like, if you think about the song, oh my gosh, like this whole pod is just me being like, well, actually on Trench. But like Leave the City was like great because it's like 4.5 minutes and it's like got build up and it feels like emotionally resonant. This is just so quick that you're like, oh, the album's over. And when this finished, I thought it was going to be like a Clancy situation where it was like 1.5 minutes of like silence and then there would be like an outro bit. And I looked down on my phone and it was like telling me, like, you know, when an album finishes and it goes back to the first track, like with like the play button, like it was like, you want to start this album over again? And I was like, it finished? Like it's done?
that's one thing about this song is like it plays and you're like, oh, it's over. Like you want a little bit more.
I think that might be the idea behind it.
Yeah.
Is like it's always gonna go quicker than you think it will. It's something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and who knows? Maybe there. Because I haven't even listened to it yet. I know there is another track that's not on this album that's like public. I don't.
No, I almost bought it.
You have to buy it.
Well, it's not available anymore. As of like today, it's not available for purchase.
That's crazy.
They do this thing. They did it with Clancy too, and I bought it for Clancy. But it's called Digital Bits, and it's like we're for the same price as the regular album download, which is $8. We're gonna give you a digital download of the album, and for Clancy, it was like 3 live tracks. Of like live performances of like I think it was Overcompensate and Next Semester and maybe Backslide. But for this one, what you got extra with the album was the bonus track that I haven't heard either, and like a 50-page like digital magazine about like the creation of Breach.
Cool.
It's kind of cool, but the window closed. They only had it available for a week. I didn't want to justify spending $8. I could get a $7 Lux Cravings box at Taco Bell instead. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I want Taco Bell.
Don't get me, dude. I can't do Taco Bell after this. My stomach. I already had a whole rain.
Fair enough.
And we're gonna.
No, don't.
We have a very special beverage planned for next pod, but my stomach would rupture.
Fair enough.
It would breach.
Okay. All right. No, but Intentions is my favorite song. If you haven't, go look it up on YouTube. Listen to Truce. Listen to the reversed version of Truce. It is the same song.
Yeah.
It's so cool that like, if this is the official end to this era of 21 Pilots, it's cool that people got to listen to it 10 years ago.
Yeah, that is cool.
I think that's
because it's like the real 21 Pilots. This is gonna sound corny as heck, but like I mean, like
real 21 Pilots fans.
21 Pilots
we made along the way.
Like they're only as good as their fans. You know?
Yeah.
Like they are such like a homegrown kind of community. If that makes sense.
Like from Ohio. That's like right there for us, dude.
I know that's like our neighbor.
Yeah.
It's like Michigan too.
Michigan too, but worse.
Yeah, Michigan but worse.
No, and like I know on the last it was to the music video of City Walls, Intentions played at the end as like a credits thing.
Oh, cool.
And at the end of it, right as the song was ending, it was like a special thanks to, and then it said created by Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn, executive producer, and then I don't remember his name, and then it said and you. Like it's like
that's precious.
But like it is like kind of corny, but it's also sweet. But
it's true.
But the thing is like I was gonna say it's true. The influence that the audience have had on this album is crazy. It's the fact. Hold on, really quick. Can we talk about the demographic of 21 Pilots fans? You'll have like homeschoolers, you'll have Christians, and you will have like
Redditors
and like hardcore liberals. It's such an interesting mix of you have people with like you'll have like a strong Christian, super shy, awkward homeschooler, and then like a person with shaved eyebrows and purple hair. Yeah. It's like the mix is crazy.
You would literally like if you got these people into a room on any other occasion, one of them would be dead.
For sure.
I'm like
my guess is the homeschooler.
My guess is the homeschooler. I'm not even like making a joke. That would probably just be true at this point. But like not to like flex. As someone who's attended a 21 Pilots show, I've never, and it's easy to judge them from the outside, like, oh, 21 Pilots fan base is just like a bunch of Christian homeschoolers. Like whatever you make of their fan base is like cringe or like whatever. I have never been to a nicer concert. I was 12. I was so into crazy. Trench might be my favorite album.
I almost went to that show.
Really?
Yeah.
Could have met
my best friend Ian. We were gonna go together. I didn't end up going, but he went. So he was probably at the same concert as you, the Trench tour.
That's awesome, man. And I saw the B stage setup because they would travel back and forth to the stages. And I was like a little 12-year-old, as old as my brother. So just picture my brother, but me. And I was like, I wonder what the B stage is for. And the kindest lady sitting next to us like explained it. like she had been to a show before. She had seen videos. She scooted over to us and she started talking about the band because of a genuine.
How close were you?
Pretty not bad, man. And what was especially cool is I don't know, like if the stadium is like if the band plays here and they face this way, we were like looking like that maybe. So we weren't head on, but we had a really good view of them. That's from like crazy. Up into the back into the left. But it was actually really cool because there's this bit in Fairly Local where between songs they cut to black, and between the song that happened before Fairly Local and Fairly Local, they cut to black. But Tyler Joseph must have left, and this other dude on stage was lip syncing. And Tyler Joseph just like appeared in the crowd close to where I was like during Fairly Local because like the guy on stage, the supposed Tyler Joseph, had like the mask on. Yeah. Like pretty similar to that.
No, I know what you're talking about.
For the audience. And but then he like showed up maybe 50 feet from where we were, which was sick. It was awesome. But no, this lady next to us was like so kind and I would say not like I was dumb, but like she was patient and she explained and she just wanted to share her passion, which says so much about the fan base. Dude, I tell you, I went to a My Chemical Romance show like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I went to their Chicago date, and like that band is really cool. Their whole mission statement is like stay alive. Like what like they're like they were born out of 9/11 and like the fear that they weren't doing anything valuable with their lives, so they just turned their music into a vessel to like relate to suicidal kids and that's not even what I'm but you know what I mean, like they were talking like how can we reach out to these kids,
how can we like breach into the mind of
how can we get into this trench, but no, they wanted to like reach out to these kids and be like, you're not alone, like whatever you're. That show was scary, dude. All those people looked like they wanted to kill me. And like that's a band with such a positive message. But like these guys are like, I don't know. They have
I'm really excited to see, cuz like just because this era is over, I'm really excited to see like what's next. Are they going to go back to more of like cuz like there's a good amount of acoustic stuff on Vessel. Are they going to go to that kind of stuff? Are they going to lean more into that digital sound that they've been kind of doing? I really don't know.
I'm here for whatever, and part of me honestly is glad that they're out of the Trench era. Yeah. Because I think my perception of each album following Trench has been bad because I just want to compare it to Trench. I want them to start with something that is a fresh slate, and I don't care what sound it is.
I think this is probably the closest thing we're going to get for a second anyways. Yeah, that we've gotten in a while.
Yeah, I've heard speculation like retirement, but I don't want to believe it.
I don't think they're retiring. I've heard them say something where it's like it's just the end of the Breach era, not like they don't have anything planned at the moment. But
dude, anything that Scaled and Icy is involved in, I'm glad it's over.
Do we want to really quickly, like as we wrap up, do we want to rank the albums?
Well, why don't we rate Breach and then we can rank?
Rate Breach. Okay.
Do you have like an out of 10? I'm rocking hard between two numbers, and one of them makes it sound like positive, and one of them makes it sound like negative.
I have a number.
Oh, but now, is it crazy that I'm alternating between 3 numbers? Just like I can't.
That's a little crazy. Are we doing out of 10 or out of 5?
Out of 10.
Okay, I have a number.
Okay.
And this is just out of albums in general, not like 21 Pilots albums. Okay. I think it's like for me, like an 8.2.
Oh, okay. I'm like significantly more negative than you are.
Oh.
Okay, not significantly. This album, in like the multiple times I've listened to it, has ranged, like the first time I heard it, I was like, this shit's like a 5. Like this is not what I wanted. But now it's like, okay, like I kind of like have sat with it and it's like, it's better. I'm feeling like a 7.5.
Okay.
But like also again, like the more I think about any one aspect of this album, the number changes. I think about Downstairs.
Dude, and sorry, no, go ahead.
I think about Downstairs and Garbage, and I'm like, okay, now I'm leaning more towards like 5. But then I think about like City Walls and The Contract and like Tally and stuff. I'm like, okay, we're getting up into the 7 range. But I have no doubt that the more I sit with this album, I think the 8 potential is totally there. I just personally might not be there yet. I might have to age with this album. We'll see, man.
It's so interesting you talk about like how the different aspects of this album really change your score for you. And because I think I get the same thing.
Yeah.
And I was going to say this before you even said it, that like I feel like there's songs on this album for me that are like 4s.
Totally.
But the thing is then I feel like there's some songs where I'm like, dude, this is 21 Pilots, and I'm like, this is like a 9. So that's why it's like, I feel like the lows on this album just kind of like, they all blur together, and it just, and don't you dare. Don't you, like some kind of blurry face. No, okay. But then the highs for me on this album personally are there. I really respected the, how experimental they got with a lot of the stuff on this album, and which is hard because I think that's why it's so wishy-washy, is because they got so experimental with some of their stuff compared to like their other sounds.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying, experimental, because it is such a hit or miss. You know,
totally. I have one more I know we're trying to wrap.
No, you're good.
I have one more kind of big question before we close out.
Yeah,
obviously, for a band like 21 Pilots, almost equally to the music is like not even the lore, but like if we're putting this song on the record, what does this mean for the band's legacy? Yeah. What does this mean for things that came before, and what does it mean for us now? And here's my question. I don't know how to phrase it. Not like that. I just burped. I'm sorry. Apologies. How do I'm going to phrase it poorly, and I apologize, but like, are we overlooking possibly poor songwriting just because like this album speaks to the band's legacy? Like that was my big question going into this album, is like, is this album going to be mid and they're just hiding behind Blurry Face to like get fans on board? And I'm honestly going to say no. Personally, I think this album has merit on its own. But like, if someone wanted to make the case, I would hear it.
I think the reason I would also hear it is because it's just like, there is those sections of 3s in this album that I think that, I know I already said it before, but like they do blur together, where it's like, now you think about it and you're like, okay, like if you were to play a song, at least, I mean, I've had a couple listens, but like if you played one song, there is a chance I might confuse it with another one because it just kind of gets a little blurry. Yeah. But I do think this album stands on its own, but at the same time pays good homage to Vessel and Blurry Face.
Not to bring up My Chemical Romance again, actually the two bands share like a very similar fan base. Yeah. Not an entire overlap, but like it's I mean 21 Pilots have done an MCR cover, and like their fan bases like overlap. It's like, it's pretty big. But like this last tour that they did was really cool because it spoke to the band's legacy in a way that wasn't like, hey, remember this thing we did 20 years ago? It was like putting a fresh, I don't know if I explained it to you. Did I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Basically the tour, I don't know how familiar you are with them. But they have an album called The Black Parade, and that album tells a story of like this patient passing away from cancer as he's like guided by a black parade from life to death, and it's like a journey. And anyway, the tour is cool because their tour is telling a story, and the story is this band, ostensibly from like a fictional country, is like, we're presenting our culture to you. This is what our music sounds like. And they're playing the album. Yeah. So that's a cool way to do legacy. And it's really cool actually, because at the end of the show, the band members get kidnapped, and then at the next show they get executed. So like the story is like that this evil like Russian kind of dictatorship is like forcing them to play each show, and then they get kidnapped, they get cloned, and then at the next show they get executed, and the clones keep playing. That's a cool way to like continue the band's legacy and not retread. So I guess what I'm saying is like, are they doing something different enough to like call back to Blurry Face, but not just like, hey, remember Blurry Face? Remember how cool that was? Like, that's kind of the point I'm trying to make.
I think obviously I don't think 21 Pilots has quite the like performance in terms of like what you were describing.
Right.
Like with
it doesn't
lore.
have to be in terms of.
I mean,
like,
it is cool that they've done it before. Like this moment here, before Breach was even announced, this moment happened in concert.
That's cool.
Like Josh getting up and offering Tyler the jacket, and he just doesn't accept it. Like that. And
is that what he's doing? That he's not accepting it?
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, like, what does this moment represent?
Because that's like it's like a similar jacket to like jumpsuit, like the jumpsuit jacket.
Yeah.
With the red tape. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of all I have to say. Is
Same.
like this whole album is a really cool like meditation on legacy, and
I love the red. Red is definitely their band's.
Totally.
And I think this is kind of like random, but like Josh's hair
dope
reversed.
Yeah.
Because it used to be red on the top with black on the sides, and now the sides, that's a dope haircut, bro.
It is. He's always had like aura.
He's aura. Yeah, aura farming.
Aura farming for real.
Yeah. I don't have a whole lot more to say.
I do have one little question.
Okay.
What color should the next era be?
Oh.
Because like I remember the big speculation after Trench was like, oh, it's going to be purple. It's going to be orange. It's going to be like, because color is always such a big part of their music. I would love a purple album.
I think that's definitely in the realm of things. I think if I had to guess, their next one would be kind of something just brighter, like white.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
But
I think like anything green is new for them. A green album would be really cool. I don't know. That's just like a nerdy like band question, but like I think it would be cool to think.
Do you really quickly before we go, because we got to wrap this up?
We do.
It's a long one.
It's a long one.
Do we want to really quickly rank?
Yes,
the
we do. I'm
albums?
sorry, I forgot about that.
All right, what do we have? We have self-titled. I know you don't know much about it.
I know enough about it to rank it.
Self-titled, Vessel, Blurry Face, Trench, Scaled and Icy.
Yeah.
Is that right in that order?
I low-key forget that album exists. I skipped straight from Trench to Clancy.
And then Breach.
Let's see if I can juggle all these in my mind.
I want me to go first? I'm not even gonna give an explanation. I'm just gonna rank them.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna place Scaled and Icy at the bottom.
Okay.
Then followed by I'm working my way up. So this is last. To
like
first.
Is it 6 albums? So like 6 to 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then number 5, I would do, probably they're self-titled, and then 4. Oh, dude, this is hard. For me, this is hard.
Yeah.
I think I would probably put Vessel, and then, okay. I feel like I had to put Breach at number 3 on this.
Yep.
But I don't know if that's like nostalgia blindness for me, because I think this is a great album on its own, but it's
not Blurry Face.
It's not Blurry Face.
And like the thing, I think I always remember Blurry Face as like the cringe album I enjoyed as a kid. No, there are bangers on that album. Goner?
So, yeah. So 2 Blurry Face, 1 it's got to be Trench.
Got to be okay. Our orders are almost exactly the same. But I would flip one thing.
Oh wait, I didn't say Clancy.
Oh, where does Clancy fall? Because that's not actually up here. We forgot it.
Yeah. No. Clancy, for me, my list would probably stay the same. I'd probably throw Clancy. I'm going to throw Clancy. So I'm going to go Scaled and Icy.
Yep.
Self-titled, Clancy, Vessel, Breach, Blurry Face.
Oh, Clancy that low? No way.
I did not like Clancy.
Okay, this isn't to say that I did not like Breach, but after Breach came out, I appreciated Clancy more. So my rundown is pretty similar to yours, but it's different in a couple spots. Self-titled last. I can't do the young Tyler Joseph voice. It's just not my thing. Scaled and Icy just above that. This is where it gets.
I like how Scaled and Icy is just like objectively buns.
Objectively buns. And what makes me so mad is like the fan base is like, it's part of the story. Like Dima forced them to make bad music. It's like, all right, dude, quit glazing. Or like
that's like what the Flash director said about the CGI like being bad. He's like, it's supposed to look bad because it's
like a video game cutscene, bro. Okay, so self-titled, what's it called? Scaled and Icy.
Yeah.
And I want to make the distinction that there's a very large gap between Scaled and
For
Icy.
sure.
Those two are like, I would never buy those albums. I would almost never listen to them. Vessel, it's good. There was a time and a place for it, and that time and place is past.
Time and place is 2015.
Yes. And above Vessel goes, and I have to make again a distinction. There is another jump in quality here. Then there's Breach. Then there's Clancy, or let's call Clancy and Blurryface interchangeable depending on my mood.
That's crazy.
I don't think it is. So Clancy's number 3. Let's call it that. Then Blurryface 2, and obviously Trench 1. So I go.
It's just like a given.
Yeah, it's a given. So self-titled, Scaled, and Icy. What did I say? Vessel, Breach, Clancy, Blurryface, Trench. That's that's my ranking.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your guys' rankings?
Put them below
of the 21 Pilots album. I will say, I mean, obviously, I don't want to throw in like everything because things will get a little complicated. They have an MTV recording.
I haven't heard it yet.
If you get a chance to listen to it, it's very good. They take like 2 or 3 songs at a time and
like
mash
medleys?
them into one.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are in completely different styles. Cool. Like Stressed Out, like I guess that's the easiest example, is like almost like a bit of like a 90s rap sound.
Oh, cool.
So they really made things unique there. If you get a chance to listen to it, I would.
Yeah.
I don't know where that would fall in there, but it's definitely unique.
I almost wouldn't count it just because it's live.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Also, if you're not familiar, Level of Concern is real. I think that song was necessary. Like, I just needed a good pick-me-up song during COVID. Their cover of My Chemical Romance's Cancer is not great, in my opinion, but the original My Chemical Romance song is like, oh, I'm dying. Yeah. Like, tell everyone I love them. And the MCR or the 21 Pilots one is like, it's actually somehow way darker than just that. It's got this like dripping and melancholy vibe. It's weird. It's cool. I don't know. Check it out. Tell us what you think about their cover in the comments.
Well, I guess as we're wrapping up, I just want to ask you guys, is this something you'd like to see more? Is music stuff. Yeah. I feel like we do a good job at talking about music. I think we're both movie nerds, but I think we're also both music nerds.
Yeah.
And I think it's I would like to see it more on here because I would like to really lean into the fact that this is a media podcast.
Totally. And like I don't show it much on this podcast just because we mostly talk about movies, but music is like my calling in life. Yeah. Like if God put me on this planet with one talent of any kind, it would be just like general musicness.
You posted a video on your story of you playing the drums, and I screen recorded it. And I showed it to a couple of my friends. I think I showed it to like 3 or 4 of my friends. And like 3 of them said almost the exact same thing. And these were on all different interactions. Like they didn't. Yeah. They almost all of them were like, it's like, what did they say? They're like talking about how insane your tempo was. Like how like you keeping tempo.
Oh, well, I'm flattered.
Well, like they said it was just crazy.
Oh,
like it was just so. Gosh.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, if you guys want to see more audio or other media related things, let us know. Let us know what movies you guys want us to talk about. I'm at college now. We both got college going on, so we only get to meet up every once in a while. So we're gonna try to record multiple episodes
each time we meet.
Yeah. So just let us know if there's a movie. It doesn't have to be a new movie. We wanted to talk about old movies as well.
Yeah.
Let us know if you have any questions for us too. We can maybe do a little Q&A.
Go ahead, please.
I was just going to say we have been talking behind the scenes about just having a little more structure to the episodes. Just so I feel like more people can get stuff out of it. We are yappers at heart, and we can yap for hours. But we also want to make sure you guys are getting something out of it.
Do you remember when we were planning this pod and we said it'll probably be about 20 minutes? And now we're what are we at, like an hour?
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, we were talking about structures and not segments. Is like, I think segments is a bad word because it makes it sound like a game show. Like, and now, no, it's not like that. But we were talking about that. I would love to get to a spot where we get so much feedback from you guys that we could do like a mailbag.
That would be so fun.
I know.
I want to do that.
That would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, I love doing this kind of thing. I know Tame Impala has a new album coming up. We could do the same thing then.
Yeah.
Like, we love to talk about, like, anything. We are yappers at heart. Just let us know. Like, we love you guys.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Loud on Set. It feels good to be back. It just kind of feel like once we get the ball rolling, we just kind of get back into it.
Yeah.
It's been a month. It seemed quick, but it also has seemed like an eternity. So. Yeah.
We're glad to be back, and we want to thank each and every one of you. If you're still watching, you must really like 21 Pilots, or you must just be willing to put up with us. And either way, we thank you for being here. So, again, thank you from both of your co-hosts at Loud on Set for being here, and keep listening to 21 Pilots.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.